I've been exploring Italy for decades, and let me tell you, there's always something new to discover. Today, I'm here to share with you the insider tips that'll make your first trip to Italy unforgettable. From the rolling hills of Tuscany to the ancient streets of Rome, we're about to set off on a journey that'll prepare you for the adventure of a lifetime. So grab your passport and let's get started with the 10 must-knows before visiting Italy. You know, you might think you can get by with just English, but trust me, learning a few basic Italian phrases will open doors you never knew existed. When it comes to getting around, trains are your best friend in Italy. But here's a crucial tip. Always, and I mean always, validate your train ticket before boarding. Look for the little green or yellow machines near the platform entrances. It's a simple step, but skipping it could lead to a hefty fine. And believe me, you'd rather spend that money on gelato. Italian food. It's so much more than just pizza and pasta. Each region has its own specialties, and part of the fun is discovering them. In Bologna, try the tagliatelle al ragu. In Sicily, don't miss the arancini. And in Milan, well, treat yourself to a perfect risotto alla Milanese. Remember, Italians take their food seriously, so respect meal times. Lunch is typically from 1 to 3 p.m., and dinner starts around 8 p.m. Now here's something that might surprise you. The pace of meals in Italy is slower than what you might be used to, but that's not a bad thing. When it comes to dressing in Italy, think bella figura, making a good impression. Italians tend to dress well, even for casual outings. But more importantly, when visiting churches or religious sites, make sure to cover your shoulders and knees. And here's something that might catch you off guard: the riposo, or afternoon break. Many shops and some restaurants close for a few hours in the afternoon, usually from about 1 to 4 p.m. It's not just siesta time. It's a cherished part of Italian culture. Italian cities are generally safe, but like any tourist destination, you need to keep your wits about you. I always recommend wearing a money belt tucked under your clothes for your passport and extra cash. Now, let's talk about getting around. Most Italian cities have excellent bus and metro systems. In Venice, the Vaporetto water buses are an experience in themselves, and in Rome, the metro will whisk you to major sites in no time. While credit cards are widely accepted in Italy, cash is still king, especially in smaller towns and family-run businesses. Always have some euros on hand for small purchases, markets, and those charming little shops that might not take cards. Now here's where things get interesting. Tipping in Italy. It's not expected the way it is in the US. In restaurants, you might see a coperto charge on your bill. If the service was exceptional, you can round up the bill or leave a few euros, but it's not necessary to tip 15 to 20% like you would back home. Remember that riposo we talked about earlier? Well, it affects more than just your shopping. Many museums and attractions also close for a few hours in the afternoon. The upside? They often stay open later in the evening. As for shopping, forget about late-night runs to the supermarket. Most shops in Italy close around 7 or 8 p.m., and they're often closed on Sundays too. Plan your shopping accordingly, and use Sundays to explore markets or join locals for a passeggiata, the traditional evening stroll. It's tempting to eat at that cute restaurant right next to the Trevi Fountain. But trust me, you're better off walking a few blocks away. Look for places where the locals are eating. That's where you'll find the real deal. And speaking of authentic experiences, don't be afraid to explore beyond the major cities. Some of my favorite memories are from small towns where tourism hasn't changed the pace of life. Try staying in an agriturismo, a farm stay, in Tuscany or Umbria. You'll get a taste of rural Italian life and some of the best home-cooked meals you've ever had. Here's a piece of advice that took me years to learn. Don't try to see everything in one trip. Italy isn't going anywhere, and you'll enjoy your visit so much more if you slow down. Instead of rushing from Rome to Florence to Venice in a week, pick 1 or 2 places and really get to know them. Sit in a piazza and watch the world go by. Strike up a conversation with a local shopkeeper. These are the moments that will stay with you long after you've forgotten which museum had which famous painting. Timing your visit can make a big difference in your Italian experience. August is when many Italians take their vacations, so you might find some businesses closed, especially in smaller towns. On the flip side, major tourist areas can be incredibly crowded. If you can, try visiting in the shoulder seasons, May or September. The weather is usually lovely, and you'll avoid the peak tourist crowds. Well, there you have it, your crash course in navigating Italy like a pro. Remember, the real joy of travel is in the unexpected moments, the connections you make, and the memories you create. So keep these tips in mind, but don't be afraid to get a little lost. Try something new and embrace the wonderful chaos that is Italy. Until next time, keep on traveling. Ciao!